All right, welcome to Preferably Biased. We are joined today by a good friend and comedian. Where are you from again?
Germantown, Maryland.
Out of Germantown, Maryland. Kurt Ryan, great guy. What? I love this shirt. Every time I see you, you're wearing this.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of always self-conscious that it makes me look like a pedophile.
Yeah, as long as you don't have the mustache.
I didn't see it before, but now, god damn it. Don't.
It's a pedophile
Don't
shirt.
introduce yourself like that. Like, hey, sorry, I hope this shirt doesn't make me look like a pedophile.
Yeah, listen, I made sure to shave the
you
mustache
can't tell
off.
people you're not a pedophile, because then they
Yeah.
just think you're a pedophile.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Good start, Kurt Ryan. Fucking A.
I start off
We're
with
supposed-
pedophiles.
It's supposed to be 15 minutes before we start talking about pedophiles. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw the rule set.
I come in 3 seconds.
Come in 3
They're
seconds.
talking about kid touching in the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, man. We're
What's
gonna
30 minutes in gonna be, you know?
One of us is going to be on the floor.
probably.
I don't know, dead or whatever.
Well, you
but-
got kid hands, so he might be trying to reach at you in a little bit.
Oh, God.
Parker's got the smallest hands I've ever seen on a man. Like, no offense, but
Oh, no offense.
yeah, but offense. A lot of offense.
You know what they say about guys with small hands?
What do they say?
Small gloves.
Fucking, I don't know. But how was your week, Kurt?
Huh?
How was your week?
Oh,
What'd
it
you
was
end up
good.
doing?
I did your show on Wednesday. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
fun. You killed it on that one, man. I had so
Yeah.
many people coming up afterwards asking like who
Felt
you
like
were and
every
shit.
comic was there.
Oh my god,
It was
we
a
had,
long show.
we had 34 people.
That's the reason why I
I
didn't
felt
host
like I
the-
left and like 32 other comics showed up. Like, hey, is this still going on?
Yeah. Oh my god, we're gonna see how it goes this week, and if we get that amount of people again, we're just gonna make it like okay, we're gonna limit it to 20, do sign-ups prior in advance,
Yeah.
on like email listing or something like that, because
You really have to cut time when there's that many people. It's
Right.
like
Yeah.
everyone doing 6 minutes, and then there's like 17 people. It's like,
Mhm.
you know, it's just like no one stays at an open mic that long for.
Surprisingly, we still had audience stay the whole time,
Yeah,
and I
that's-
felt
yeah.
bad that they stayed the whole time, just because you knew a couple of them that stayed. I think they stayed because you were hosting.
But
and
they
whatnot.
went, yeah, but they went like outside, and that's like part. Like I was planning on hosting the whole thing, but
Mhm.
then like we got to like 12 or 13, and I looked at the rest of the list, and I was like,
I'm
"You
gonna
can take over if you want.
Yeah.
You want? You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, you looked tired. You looked tired
You-
after a while.
I don't
always
know if
look
he was
tired.
tired.
All right,
Yeah.
give it up for number 19.
Dude, the last like 3 people I couldn't even give like an introduction to. I was like, all right, let's get this over with. Like, come on up.
Could you do 6 minutes and 2 minutes
Ugh.
time?
talk real fast. We need.
That's the thing I always feel bad about is like the people at the very end were trying to get out of it before 11, and then you're just sitting there like, okay, you have 3 minutes. Go up there. I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's why
I
I
should
didn't,
have had
like-
you go up earlier.
I didn't like bother anybody about where I was on the sheet because I just saw the amount of comics that were there, and I'm like, you know what? They're dealing with enough. They'll let me go up when I go up.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna complain about it.
Some people get real like so, and the thing that sucks is because there's some people who went up late last week that. Well, it doesn't really suck, and I shouldn't feel bad about it because they didn't show up on time again. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna go late, but I
Yeah.
feel bad always like, hey, you went like 33rd last week, now you're gonna go 34th this week, and it just seems like
Or some dude, I remember, I forget which guys it were, like, they came up to me and they're like, can you put me on the list? And I, like, put them at the end of the list. And they go, oh, you're going to do me like that? Or something like that? And I'm like,
you're 2 hours late.
the whole list is filled up. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want? What? Do you want me to just bump everyone else to get you guys in early? You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Hey, you're 3 hours late. Let me try to benefit you.
right?
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Oh shit.
Someone's not even apologizing for being like 2 hours late. They're just like, yeah, so like I'm going second, right?
Hey, let me go up right now so I can. So they want to show. What they really want to do is show up 2 hours late, go up, and then leave immediately.
Exactly.
And be like, all right, thanks, fuck off,
Yeah.
guy. You're not gonna even buy a beer to support the place.
That's one thing you can say about me.
Parker, you are the most supportive person. Like you, I respect the support you give. I don't. This guy had to bought like 9 beers. I don't know what. By
Yeah,
the
that's
way,
why I was
also-
looking tired.
I also have that money for you. That I owe
What
you.
money?
Oh, never, huh?
Oh yeah, can I have that money, please?
yeah. Bam. Speaking of money, so last night I was a part of a really nice show in Easton. Yep,
What was it?
$50 right there, sir, for the lights too.
Oh,
$20 for host, and then you bought those $30 lights.
thank you.
There you go.
That's almost my bar tab.
Lannister always
I'm
pays
just
its
kidding.
debts. It's almost actually, yeah, almost your bar tab.
Yeah,
Yeah, very close.
No.
But so I got I had my first feature gig last night, right? Great emotional high, hung out with all the comedians afterwards, got to meet a lot of people. So it was just a great night. And then this morning, locked myself out of my car.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, at a McDonald's while I was trying to go take a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
at a
worst.
McDonald's.
At a McDonald's.
That's the worst time to have any mishaps is when you're about to take a shit at McDonald's.
I was so relieved too because I had such pain, and I was rushing to this McDonald's, man. Like I didn't know if I was gonna make it, so that's why I got out of the
Yeah.
car without my key. I got that stupid little key fob thing, so it's easier to leave that than a regular key. I get in there, I get out, it's locked, and the money that I had to pay to get it was the exact amount of money I got paid for the gig. So I just lost all the money. And then the fucking guy, so I had $100 bill on me, and he goes like, "Oh, it's gonna be such and like
Yeah.
$45."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Here's this 100,"
Yeah.
and he goes, "Well, I don't have change for that." Now I'm just sitting there like, what do we do
Do
now?
I tear it in half?
Like, what do you want to do? So he made me go inside to the McDonald's.
And buy like a coffee or something?
Well, I went inside. And I was like, "Hey, can you just give me change for
Yeah.
this 100?"
Yeah.
And then the guy working the place goes like, "No."
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that at all. So I had to purchase a $1 sausage like biscuit,
Yeah.
and they gave me, and that's not $1; it's $1.06. So now I'm out $2 because I'm not gonna use any of that change, and then had to pay that off. But no, man, it was I was so pissed.
Yeah, I feel like every time I have to take a shit at McDonald's, my life is in shambles.
Dude, I feel the same way.
Like, I feel like such a degenerate piece of shit every time I have to take a shit at McDonald's.
Have you ever been there and it's so dirty that you do like the whole hover shit where you're like
I can't do the hover shit.
Dude, my quads aren't as strong as they used to be. I had to do it today. But I used to be a hover shitting bro, like back when I was squatting on the reg. I used to work out a lot. Why is everyone looking at me like this?
Because it just seems like a weird brag. Like,
I'm not
I
bragging.
used to hover shit all the time, bro. Back in the day, they called me hover butt. Walking to school, they go, "What's up, hover butt?"
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said any of that.
Yeah, back in high
Yeah.
school, we used to draw a line from how high we were hovering from. It was like a game. What the fuck are you talking about, Ryan?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Fair enough.
And I took an Adderall earlier, so it's like, and it's got that weird.
Yeah, you got
part
that
of-
weird
It
energy.
just hit pretty much, so
Yeah.
it's like
You're gonna have to take a shit soon.
I'm probably way.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just too honest at this point. Is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that, and I have to go buy a soda or something because I just don't want it to be like I just took a shit there.
Yeah. It's way better being a customer of McDonald's that happens to take a shit than being someone that shits at McDonald's. You know what I mean?
like-
That's very true.
Like I feel like, is there other more dignified fast food places to take a shit at?
Oh,
Like,
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
No, what? You never go shit at Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, you do.
No.
Someone will go.
I
Someone will
won't-
go. Thank you afterwards.
I'm
That's
telling-
how nice it is.
I can't bring
yeah.
myself to
and
do
plus
it.
it's Christian, so you're taking like a holy shit. It's a shit blessed by
You know, there's
Lord
no
and
glory
Savior.
hole in the Chick-fil-A bathroom. They patch that shit up.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, it's a homophobic shit.
Yeah.
No, I can't bring myself to shit in that place. It's too nice. I have to shit in a place.
Yeah, it
That's
has to
bad.
be a place that's a wreck already.
like a Burger King. Like
What
a
are you
Burger
talking
King.
about?
What do you mean?
it's way better to take a shit in a nice place than like a bad place.
Oh yeah.
I can see your
Yeah.
logic, like for you, but like I
can
feel
see both
like
points. It's like
you're good. You're a smart guy, Parker. But no,
This is what we're arguing about. It used to be this used to be a political podcast. We talk about like
talking
what's
about
going.
shitting
Now we're
in
talking
fast
about
food
like
restaurants.
should it be take a shit in a nice place or a bad place? Like that's the level of debate.
I gotta
we're
tell
at.
you, if you invited me on a political podcast, I'd be so lost. I'd be like, can I talk about my dick? Please let me talk about my dick.
Now back to Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
So I had funny thing, not to completely change the subject,
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
but had it happened to me the third time this has happened to me, where I'm out with somebody, it's their 21st birthday, I make them do an Irish car bomb, and like 20 minutes later, they're puking everywhere.
Did
and
you do that to
incredibly
Sam
drunk.
Cobb?
I did it to Sam Cobb.
I've heard legends of that before I knew you.
heard legends.
I'm really good at getting people drunk. It's like my superpower. I'll figure out how to do it to other people one day, but no, that's because I can only do it to myself.
I feel like that's
Oh,
what
oh,
I feel like
yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do for someone's 21st birthday, though.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
Welcome to alcoholism. Here you
Yeah.
go.
but
Welcome
this
to our
like
world.
ruined the night. It wasn't like, oh, I got so drunk, but I had such a good time. It's like,
How many did
like,
he have?
huh?
How many did he have?
it's just one. It's just they're doing great. I'm like, yo, let's do a car bomb. Okay, car bomb. 20 minutes later, I'm having a horrible time. I need to go home.
Yeah, because it curdles. Like it's the worst thing in the world
it
to be
doesn't
having in your
curdle if
body.
you take it.
No, what? It curdles in your body. After you okay, so if it curdles in the cup outside in the atmosphere, the second you put that shit down there, it's still curdling in your gut.
Yeah, but you can't taste it.
That's not the problem. That's not what the problem is. The problem is you're now digesting this. I'm not even gonna get it. You know what the problem is.
Okay, well, the same thing happens to milk when you drink milk.
I don't drink milk.
Milk curdles in acid. Your stomach's full of acid. So
True.
by your logic, drinking milk should make you sick too.
Hey man, get rid of the milk.
Yeah, I fucking hate milk
Fuck
too.
milk.
What's your opinion on milk, Kurt?
Big
Fuck
milk.
milk.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Milk can suck my dick.
Parker was telling me about how we need to get rid of all the cows or something earlier. He's saying meat was
Oh, no.
bad for the.
Meat's bad for the environment.
All right.
It just is.
How?
Because it takes a ton of energy, and they make methane, and it takes tons of land, and like tractors and stuff.
Eloquent.
Yeah.
Very eloquently
I got.
explained.
Oh,
Kurt, what do you know about cows?
I
I don't know.
don't know, man. I saw him float in the air in the movie Twister.
I love Kurt Ryan. Dude, you are one of my favorite people to just follow on Facebook.
oh, yeah.
Everyone says that.
Dude, it's every day. It's like 3 to 4 amazing, like,
I
well-made
know that's a
jokes.
compliment, but it also sounds like I just don't have a life. Like,
Hey, man, you're giving my life
between
purpose.
beating off, I can make 2 or 3 Facebook statuses, and then back to beating off before I go to sleep.
It's good to know now. Every time I see the Facebook status, it's right after you've been beating off,
Or
Oh.
right before.
or right before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually, before or after.
One of the two.
I was gonna start posting on those Facebook statuses, post or pre. No, but I've had comics, not many, but I've had a couple like ask me for advice, and I just tell them like friend Kurt Ryan on Facebook and
Oh,
follow
man.
all of the advice that he
Yeah,
gives
then
on his
they
Facebook
just-
page.
If people take that literally, then
That's wow. How do they take it literally?
yeah,
It's clearly
I know.
jokes.
It's like, should I punch the promoter in the face?
Everyone's like, please, Kurt, don't do that.
If you take it literal, you're more autistic than I am.
Oh man, I'm gonna be a giggle puss this
They're
entire.
just low key. They're just low key shade though. I
They
feel like
are.
they're low key shade at people. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like comics do so many annoying things.
oh yeah.
That it's like I passively aggressively point them out without naming names.
Exactly.
Good.
And it's perfect. But you veil it as advice too, so then they can't be like,
He had one the other day that was like some guy. I guess it was his first mic or something. I don't know who the fella is, but he was telling you about
Comedy's about loyalty.
yeah,
Comedy's about loyalty.
which is like the furthest away.
Was
that
he
you
like a
possibly-
mafia boss?
Let me tell you, if there's one thing comedy isn't about, it's loyalty.
Yeah.
They're riding through the camera. No one's. I don't know anyone that's loyal. Well, I know a few that are good people, but like so many people in the comedy like scene are not loyal at all to anybody, and it's just kind of sad because you think that everyone would try to like hook each other up and make a big community and whatnot, but
The problem with hooking people up is one time it's cool, but then like the third or fourth time you're like, well, you're not the best comic. You know what I mean?
I see your point, but
that's
I
not.
think
Go
it's
ahead.
good because it shows you have to get opportunities for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking help you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you don't have to be a dick to anybody, but like at the same time, you have to realize when it comes to getting spots or opportunities on shows, like you just have to go up on stage and do your set because that's
Yeah.
all you can control. You can't control
Exactly.
if someone else is gonna give you a handout or
Right.
a break.
Yeah.
And when I say hooking people up, I don't mean like putting a shit comic on your show that you want to be successful.
Oh, there's a lot of people that just put their friends up. Like he's been doing comedy for 2 days.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
a paid spot.
Yeah, you gonna enjoy this? No? Oh man, I can't believe the show didn't last longer. But no, when I say, I mean like, so like people who charge for shows and then don't pay the comics,
Oh.
like that kind of thing seems kind of fucked up to me because you're charging tickets.
Or if they charge you and you gotta bring people too.
I don't like bringer shows either. Yeah.
Like you're charging money at the door, and I have to, and it's never on a convenient night either. It's like, can you bring 12 people on a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show starts at 9.
Those shows, I'm so like, because I personally would never do one ever again. When I did it like one time, I thought it was stupid, and I would never set one up. But there's that argument of younger comics who can't get on these other shows because they're not skilled enough at this point, get an experience at an actual show with an audience. And
I did a few, but it was like early on before I knew anything, so I
Yeah.
could just be easily taken advantage
Yeah,
of.
it seems like they're
I
being
like
manipulated.
doing Magoobies because like people ask me all the time to like come see my comedy, and a lot of like
You get
bars,
something out of that though. That's a bringer
You
that
get-
you, if you get something out of it if you do well. There.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
So
It's a hosting gig,
it
right?
just
Doing it twice,
depends.
but
Shut
but
up.
like it feels a lot better, like especially if it's older people. Like I don't want to be like, hey, come to Zissimo's on Friday. You know what I mean? Not that Zissimo's is like a bad place, but like that's more something I'd bring like my like friends to. You know what I mean? Whereas
Right.
like there are people that want
it's a legit comedy club, so like they feel
Yeah.
like it's more.
to. Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
If you invite your friends to a bar show,
Yeah.
it feels like comedy still, but
Yeah.
they're like, is he really official?
Yeah,
Is it-
exactly. Like that's a one thing people ask me. They're like, oh, what club are you at? And I'm like, I'm actually in between clubs right now. I'm
Yeah.
looking for a new one, but
Yeah, I'm talking to a bunch of different clubs.
exactly,
Well,
yeah.
the cool thing is like breweries now, or a lot of brewery shows are popping up all over the place, and that seems to be instead of the clubs, there's just big brewery shows. Like the one I was on last night in Easton, that's like at a brewery as well. I don't know why I emphasize brewery so much, but that seems to be getting really big now with and those kind of, because it's at a brewery instead of like some little dive bar. That gets a lot more respect from the audience members as well.
Yeah, it feels a lot like there's a lot more room in there too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of breweries are
At
big
a dive
places.
bar, everything's all tightly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all tight in there.
that's a
and
good
then
point.
You go to the bathroom, you feel like you're gonna get syphilis.
Yeah, you might.
There's like
True.
band stickers you can't fucking read.
Yeah, exactly. That's a real one. It's like, oh, I'm doing comedy at a place that's had the Rolling Stones.
Is
Here.
this
Oh, okay.
band called Devil's Taint? I can't read this logo.
You know what my one favorite thing about those kind of bars is when you can tell that people have been going there for so long and they keep taking a shit in the same stall, and there's like a conversation between two people just like who
Oh,
keep
yeah.
coming back.
Yeah,
And it's just like God is dead, and it's just like you're a fucking asshole. And the next one is like you're a fucking asshole.
yeah, it's like a Twitter exchange, but like
Yeah.
old school on a bathroom stall. People used to just do that. They used to just leave like before like Twitter trolls, they would just have to go to a bathroom stall and write their racial epithets and sexist thoughts about women on bathroom stalls.
You can't beat the oldie but goodie, the swastika. Just most bathroom stalls have a swastika in there
It's just
somewhere.
like,
you
who
know
are
what I
Yeah, some
mean?
guys like, I can't wait till I have to take a shit so I can give my opinion on Jews.
It's gonna change the hearts and minds of many.
Yeah, whose
Yeah.
mind are
Yeah,
you
people
changing?
have to shit at these sheets. They're gonna know the Jews run Hollywood.
Oh god. Oh,
Oh man,
it's too funny.
Jesus.
That's
Christ.
actually what Milo Yiannopoulos does now. He just
What,
goes
just
to
goes around
bathrooms.
drawing?
He has a stencil that he just fills in with like a blue Sharpie or whatever.
Yeah, or he just writes pedophilia is fine. Wasn't that his thing? He got done because he was like supporting pedophilia or something.
He said that he
Yeah,
got
well,
fucked
he
by a
talked
dude.
about how a guy like took advantage of him when he was younger,
Right.
and
but it
like
was a positive experience somehow.
and how that's just like a normal thing in the gay community. And the thing is, like, I don't agree with him. I don't like Milo Yiannopoulos.
Right.
But the thing is, if someone with a different ideology, like a liberal, said what he said about how he was personally taken advantage of by a pedophile, if people were bashing a liberal person who said that, people would accuse each other of victim blaming.
Yeah. Yeah, but because it was a conservative guy, all of a sudden.
Again,
said
not
the same
saying I
thing.
like the guy, but like,
Yeah, no, there's definitely a double
a
standard
bunch of
with some
people
of
are
stuff.
hypocrites.
Yeah, no, dude, this country's full of fucking hypocrites.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I do my best not to be one, but even some things I do are
If
hypocritical. and I
anything
need to be called out.
remotely goes against their ideology, like, and you know, it's something that they would usually defend,
Mhm.
and then they go against it, it's just like, that's such bullshit to me, because it's like, I don't really fall into any like political party. I just look at whatever the person's saying to
Right.
try to take it at face value, and I'm like, either I agree with it or I disagree with it. I'm not like, oh, are they liberal or are they conservative?
Mhm.
I don't really give a shit.
Well, the main example with that shit is like war. Like all of a sudden, like anyone that's on like the liberal side, the second Obama's in there, they don't really give a fuck about any of the wars going on. And the same thing now with Trump. Like all the conservative people who cared about the wars Obama was in and started don't give a fuck if Trump's fucking with Syria or Iran or anything like that. And it just happens to be your guy's in, so who cares?
Because no one wants to admit. I think the Trump people are in so deep with like just hating the liberals that
Mhm.
it's like they can't admit if Trump does something wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
They
about,
have to like be like, this is our guy, and we're sticking fucking to it.
Right, and that's
Because
the
it's
problem.
not. They aren't for Trump. They're against liberals. And
Yeah, they don't even like Trump.
Yeah.
They just find millennials annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same thing on the other side. They just hate Trump so much that they don't even like when their side does something bad, they just completely ignore it, like you were talking about.
But millennials have to be stop being so whiny. That's how Trump won.
Yeah.
Like, it's because we act like such judgmental cunts that, like, anyone over 60 is like, fuck them. I'm
Yeah,
voting for Trump.
Right? That's a thing that kind of blows my mind. Is like, first of all, I think you shouldn't be allowed to vote till you're 24. And I think you should not be allowed to vote after you're like 75 or something like that. I don't have these. These are
If
just
you
rough.
can't drive, you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
My grandmother has onset dementia right now and is a borderline crazy person. She got stuck on Netflix watching like 7 hours of Black Mirror and just couldn't get away from it because she forgot which button was the back button. And the back button's literally a fucking arrow that starts going this way and then turns around and goes backwards. So it's pretty easy to find that. She gets to vote,
Yeah.
and she does.
It's amazing how many people get the opportunity to vote.
Yeah. 18-year-olds
Think of
can
that.
vote.
Think of how many stupid people you meet on a daily basis.
That's the biggest
That guy gets
vote.
to share his political opinion.
Yeah, man. Fuck. There's a lot of like the old George Carlin bit. Like I consider myself like average intelligence, right? So that would mean that half of the population is dumber than I am. And I don't even think I should be allowed to vote. Like,
Sometimes.
yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't voted yet because I
Oh,
just
yeah?
feel insecure and stupid.
Yeah.
But now, next time I'm voting because, like, it's not stopping anybody else.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I voted. This was the first election I voted for. This past one in 2016 or whatever, and I was looking around at people like, oh my god, this is the place we live in. This is a travesty.
I didn't want Trump to win, but then when I thought about it, the fact that he won, I'm like, this is going to be a fun 4 years.
It's been interesting.
I can't wait for the 2020 election.
Yeah.
Just for the entertainment value, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's gonna be chaos, I believe. Just
It already has been. It's
Yeah.
just everything is falling apart, but everyone's focused on the pettiest thing.
yeah,
that's falling apart.
yeah, for sure. Like, they're like, I forget, Trump said something about Baltimore recently. Did y'all see this?
and now everyone's pretending like
he
they
says
just
it's, like,
love.
infested or something, and now everyone's like, I forget who, the person that made The Wire is like, you wouldn't last a second in Baltimore, and it's like,
Kind of the point.
what are we doing?
Yeah. You kind of
As
just made
someone
his
who's
point.
been to Baltimore many times, I just always have the feeling I'm going to get stabbed there as soon as I walk out of my car.
I was staying at a friend's place like a couple months ago, and it's over by the harbor. And he's like, "Yeah, I go on jogs here." I go, "Oh, it's safe to go around jogs." He goes, "Yeah, I mean, as long as you like don't go 2 blocks that way, or that way, and just run over there near the harbor,
You just
you'll
feel
be
like
fine."
you're in The Wire, like in a deleted scene.
Dude, it's such a weird town too, because it's like you'll go 2 blocks and now you're in a bad neighborhood, and then you go 1 more block after that and it's a good neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
right
there's
next
nice
to it.
parts.
It's
That's,
like what the,
Yeah.
but it's not.
confusing.
But it's not like, oh, we have these 6 blocks
Well,
that this is a
dude,
nice
you
area.
say that, but like I went to downtown. Like I went out in Frederick on Thursday, park my car, walk past a bar. First thing I see is 2 dudes fighting, and I'm just like, okay, this is Frederick, I guess. You know what I mean?
Frederick downtown, you'll get a fair amount of fights, but it's typically like just on the weekend. What day was this?
like a Thursday, I think.
Oh God, okay, no, we're falling apart.
But it's like that, and like I don't know. I go to gas stations in Towson where
This gets a little
people,
you're like, uh-oh.
like homeless people, come up to me and have gotten mad at me because I won't give them money before,
Dude, I had a
and have like told me they're gonna beat me up if they ever see me in prison. And I'm like,
in prison.
yeah, no, that's what this one dude said. First off, he asked me for money, and I was like, sorry, dude, I don't have any cash on me, which was a complete lie. But I just didn't feel like giving him money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then he called me like fat, and I think I told you about this. He called me a pink dick.
No,
too,
I never heard
Which
this.
is hilarious.
You a pink dick?
He called me a pink dick. He's
You,
like,
you can't even get
like-
mad at that, or
I know. I started laughing at that. I was like, dude, that's pretty good. And he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. If I see you in prison, I'm gonna beat you. Like he's like, you're gonna get locked up at some point. I'm like, I hope not.
yeah, he's
like-
gonna like. It's a weird kind of like.
But it's admitting he's gonna go back to prison too. It's
it's
like
a weird
Yeah.
insult because
Yeah.
you're like, does he want to suck my pink dick or?
sounds like an ice cream place, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that frozen yogurt from? Oh,
Mm.
Pink Dick.
Yeah,
Some
Pink-
of the best.
Pink-
frozen yogurt.
Pink dick does. It sounds like a place that lets you put cereal in your yogurt.
It has candy that's way too big to eat in the yogurt, but they just let you put it on anyway. It's like a Snickers bar that's this big,
Mm.
but it's what I like in my yogurt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No,
It'll be fun. I'm a
I've never felt like super unsafe in Baltimore, but
well,
I also probably stick to like
I also
not
go
the like worst places. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Every time I'm in there, I'm in a nicer area, or if we're at like a mic up there or something. We're around so many people at that
Yeah.
point, so you kind of feel safer because you're around all these other comics.
Yeah.
But I don't park like 3 blocks away from the place. I make sure I can get a block away from the place because I'm not trying to walk too far. You never
Yeah.
know, especially in times that I'm alone.
Yeah.
And then around the hospitals are pretty safe.
Yeah.
That's typically where I would be
wait,
otherwise.
No, I thought around the hospitals are super bad.
I thought there's a lot of security around the hospitals.
No, I've always been told that to stay away from the hospitals.
Oh shit, we might be
Like,
we might,
people that like people that have been to prison that I've worked with.
oh.
I've like dealt heroin. Have told me like, don't go near the hospital. Don't like, that's where all the bad parts are.
Oh god, so we might have
I
completely
don't know. It's
different
probably not like a hard and fast rule,
Right.
You know, but I don't know.
I do find it
you
weird
know.
that like any street name like after a black leader is just like always not a very good street. I don't know what that whole thing is.
Yeah, I went to a Martin Luther King Jr. middle school.
Oh man, how was it?
Rough.
Oh god damn.
You know, predominantly black, I'd say.
Right. I went to the whitest little middle school you could ever imagine. And then the second that I left, because it was Crestwood Middle School in Frederick, and we were the first class to go from 6th grade to 8th grade, and it was a great time. Immediately after we left, I don't know what the fuck happened. These little redneck kids came in, and there was regularly stories about people lighting girls' hair on fire in the bathrooms for no reason.
Well, you know, Matt Heimbach went to Poolsville High School.
Who?
Matt he's like this alt-right like guy. He's like a leader of like a white nationalist like party thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, and he went to Poolsville High School in Maryland with buddy of mine, Joe Gilpin, the comic Joe Gilpin.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. But my point is, so, like, that's kind of weird. But he tells all these jokes about how in high school he would just, like, be obsessed with, like, cuckold porn. I feel like that's every white nationalist.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a guy undercover watches cuckold porn.
Black guys are only good for fucking my wife.
It's like, oh, that dirty,
love-
dirty. That's dirty.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's taboo for them.
Yeah.
So, like, anything that you're, like, so against, like, in your regular life, you probably are, like,
yeah.
when you have to jerk off to something, you're like...
Like when they jerk off, they like give people food stamps and stuff too.
Yeah, they watch
Take away people's
porn
guns
where...
while
They
they're
watch
jerking
black
off.
porn where the guy keeps his Timberland boots on the whole time. Like, he takes everything else off, but he leaves his Timberland boots
It's like
on.
a black guy fucking like a white cop or something. That's what they get off to. I don't know. This is weird.
What's the?
Oh, we topped it. We topped pedophilia.
I don't think we did.
What Nazis watch porn of?
I don't think that's weirder than pedophilia.
Nazis watching interracial porn.
That's pretty weird.
I will give you that. It's not a normal situation,
fair
but I don't think it's more normal than pedophilia.
I don't know. Child murder. Let's promote that.
What's worse, pedophilia or child murder?
I don't know. I
'cause
feel like
At least the
pedophilia-
kid's alive afterwards.
Well,
I guess.
yeah, if they just molest you but they let you live, like
But you have that.
Yeah,
You have that
that's
in
a
your head.
dumb pedophile. First of all, like I'm gonna fuck you and then let you
What
go
a
back to your
stupid
family.
pedophile.
Like if you're a child molester and you don't kill the kid after, you didn't think that through.
You didn't think that through at all.
Can that be
I'm
your
gonna
next-
get fired from my job.
Can that be your next Facebook post? Pedophile advice. No.
You're fucking dumb.
Kill the
pedophile.
child.
Make sure you. Yeah, kill the child. Jesus.
I'm not saying you
But
should.
then you gotta
I'm
clean
just
up a
saying.
child.
Like, listen, I'm not trying
know?
to tell anyone how to do
I'm
their
just saying,
job.
what a dumb child molester you are if you do that. That's all I'm saying.
You're bad. You're bad at the one thing that identifies you. Oh, fucking A.
Do you guys ever, when you were in like elementary school or middle school, they gave you like talks about how to avoid pedophiles? Or
No,
whatever?
no.
Yeah.
They wrapped like at my elementary school. They wrapped the anti-drug talk in with the anti-pedophile talk.
What'd they say? Just don't go up
There's
to
like,
Vegas?
we don't have enough time to cover both separately. Let's just-
Exactly. Yeah.
don't smoke weed and don't get diddled.
Was like if somebody offers you candy, like
Say
don't
no.
take it, or a wine cooler, and everyone was like, "What's a wine cooler?" And they're like, "We can't really tell like elementary
We
school
can't.
kids about
Right.
getting drunk yet. It's just something that tastes like a soda, but it's not soda."
It's not a soda.
And they're like, don't sell drugs. Work at McDonald's instead. That was their pitch. They're
Why
talking
would
about-
they?
So they're
They like went through like both of them, like what a drug dealer
so
would
like
happen to.
early diabetes is okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much, but they're like, yeah, after the shift at McDonald's, they let you take home all the food that didn't get like eaten, and
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
like now looking back to it, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
they
about?
had
Like,
they had no confidence in your school.
huh?
They had no confidence in your
I
school
guess,
whatsoever to
yeah,
achieve.
Yeah,
They
but it's just like don't be an astronaut.
love that. Like they're like this drug and anti-pedophile seminar. Perfect time to promote McDonald's.
Maybe that's what it was. It was like the like early 2000s. So that was like the height of McDonald's sponsorship. So maybe they
Oh,
did
shit.
get some of that McDonald's
Right.
money.
Right.
Yeah.
What did you say, astronaut? Isn't it amazing how many kids wanted to be an astronaut? And then you think about it now, like, fuck, I would never want to be an astronaut as a grown man.
Well, it has nothing to do with like skill. It's like mostly like, can you not throw up when you're being spun around?
Yeah, we're
like,
just gonna throw
70
you up into
miles per
space.
hour? Yeah.
I'll be honest, when your kids are not like, I want to be an open mic comedian. Like, no one has that. Like, you just kind of fall into it
Yeah.
once everything else is, like,
I wanna-
failed.
I want to be an open mic comedian and never do anything else. Just like your dad.
It's like, I want to get paid in
Following the
drink
family
tickets.
biz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
Mm-mm-mm.
What'd
What-
you give me for my birthday? Antidepressants. It's perfect!
Yes! Kurt, what did you want to be when you grow up? Well, now you are grown up now, but you know what I mean. When you were younger,
I wanted to be an actor, dude.
I thought he was going to say astronaut. I really
Nah.
thought he was going to say astronaut.
I was like, I used to watch movies all the time. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, I would like to do that.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
But
that
then
makes
it's like, I'm not believable, like, as a person. I don't have much range.
sense.
Like, I can either play, like, an autistic guy or, like, a semi-autistic guy. And that's my range.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to be a football player so my dad would love me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
that was
why
my-
we do anything.
Right.
It's like, parents are going to be proud of me. It's like, now that I'm telling dick jokes to 4 people at dive bar, my mom is going to get me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm allowed back for Thanksgiving.
You know, the worst is when you've been doing it for like 5 years and she's like, so you're still doing that, huh?
Oh, my. Does she have that off every time?
and you're just like, yep, still doing it. Are you still drinking excessively? Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I sometimes feel like the biggest failure because, like, I had great parents and I still do open mic comedy. Like, you talk to everyone else, they're all like, oh, no. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
my mom, cheated on my dad a whole bunch. That's where I get my comedy from. My mom died or my parents were divorced. And I'm just like, no mistakes. I'm just still an
It's
open
like
mic
cocks are
comedy.
funny. That's all I got.
Well, you're not even out of school yet, so that, I mean, it's not like you have too much time to put into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
There's got to be something deep down that you don't know because there's no comic that's just normal. Like,
Exactly.
there's got to be something in you that you can't even, your brain can't even comprehend.
Some trauma that I don't know
There's
about.
some
You just-
repressed shit in there. I don't know what it is.
Maybe I got abducted by aliens. Maybe that's what it is.
Nah,
Mine
it's
is
probably
obvious.
something way
Yeah.
weirder.
Yeah,
Mine's,
fair enough.
mine's obvious.
So is Ryan's,
Mine's obvious.
Ugly.
I was not. Yeah, very ugly. Just super ugly. No,
Yeah, usually
I just
if
didn't
it's a
get
comic
enough
that
love.
is completely normal, they go up there, they just say stuff, and you're just like, what? You're too normal.
They're too happy most of the time. I hate
Who?
like normal comics.
Who's a normal comic?
I don't know.
There's-
I'm
Who are
Probably
these people that
They
show up
usually
once
do
to an
one
open mic?
set,
Yeah.
then they never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like,
go,
you know
oh,
what I
did
mean?
that. I'm happy. I don't need to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, but they're always way too like. One of the things I hate is happy comedians. Like, do you ever have people that like don't care at all about stand-up comedy, but they saw like one YouTube clip of a guy like show you a comedian, and they're just fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
like the most like it's the most like pandering.
Or they think it's gonna
stuff.
make them look cool, and that's why they're doing it. Like they think
Yeah.
they're just doing it for like a new Facebook profile picture.
Oh yeah.
It's like I do comedy.
There's
No,
a lot
like-
of that.
no,
People
like-
getting up
like-
there once or twice and then calling themselves comics and
No,
shit.
like I mean, have you ever had someone that doesn't do comedy and they'll show you like a video of like somebody of like a like famous comic that
Mhm.
you've never heard of before, and they're just happy and pandering, and they're the fucking worst thing
Yeah, it's
on
terrible.
the planet.
Like,
I hate those.
well,
people.
here's one. I was on a cruise when I was first starting out comedy,
Yeah.
like 4 years ago, and I get up there, and the comic that's there, I wanted to go there, ask him all these questions about what the hell is going on, how he got this gig and
Yeah.
everything, and this motherfucker gets up there and starts off with this joke. He goes, "Well, I tried to go up to the gym today, and I ended up taking the elevator in order to go work out on the Stairmaster." And then I just
Irony.
yeah, and then I just fucking left.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not. But that guy got a gig. He's getting paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do this cruise for a week every fucking night. How the hell does that piece of shit get that gig?
Because he's doing comedy for people that don't
That
like
they don't want to
comedy.
think.
Yeah.
They're just like, escalator stair. That's something that could happen.
Wouldn't you love to see like Doug Stanhope on a cruise ship?
That's what-
Having
that's
people
what you need.
Super drunk, like it's all fucking bullshit, man. You know the fucking military. You know, like
People be jumping.
Abortion!
So many suicides on that cruise ship that week.
Or
Yeah,
my favorite
it's
to go to is Andrew Dice Clay to see if someone's.
yeah. Then some guys just get drunk. Like that's just what they do. Like I'm not shitting on anyone who gets drunk and goes up there and tells a joke. I'm
Yeah,
talking
we're not
about guys who
attacking.
just
We're not
Thank
attacking
God.
you,
Guys
guys
brother.
who just get drunk and then like talk about weird shit that isn't jokes. Like,
Uncle John.
Like one time, this guy got drunk and he just threatened to like fuck a guy's mouth in the front row, which is funny.
Is that what he
but
opened
it's not
with?
a joke.
Is that what he opened with?
Yeah, it was at I forget which open mic it was at. It was like, I think it was like an Alex Starr show or something. It wasn't Alex.
Thank God. Thank God. Fuck. We had a mic going down in Salisbury while I was still in school down there, and it got canceled right before we were about to
Oh, you
start.
told me about
Dude, this guy
before.
gets up there. Some lady heckles. He goes, "Shut the fuck up, bitch! I'll rape you." And,
Oh my God.
and I'm like, "That's not even a joke." And then I look at the owner of the place, and he's just shaking his head like the whole thing just got
Yeah.
canceled.
It's
I'm
like,
like, people
Guess
left.
what bar isn't doing comedy right now? That
Yeah.
bar. That
Dude.
place.
I was so pissed.
Yeah, that's the thing is when you go out on a limb and you're like, you know how hard it is to get a place to agree to do comedy, and then the first night of your mic, a guy's like, I'm going to commit a sex crime in here.
It was.
And you
I
just
was
have to
so
be like,
mad. I
ah.
was like, sorry about that. You lost business. You actually
Yeah, 'cause
lost
peop-
business.
Because, like, bar owners and these are people that, like, they think, they're just like, oh, comedy, I'll be a good thing. I don't get butts and seats. And then that guy just, like,
Mhm.
threatens to rape people. And you're like, ah.
That's the other thing that kind of sucks when you're trying to set up these shows and shit is just like the amount of bar owners that could not give a flying fuck about comedy being in their place, like you were just saying, just want butts and seats.
Or they
And-
leave the TV on and the stage
Dude,
behind
that's
you.
the thing that bugs me the most. When you
Yeah.
got a mic or something like that or a show going and they leave the fucking, the music. We were at Gumbo Yaya and Camilo wasn't there because he's on.
There's always trivia on the front of that.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
fucking, and I like what the fuck's his name, Sean Previous or something like that. But his mics need to be turned down over there because every week they're louder and they keep overshadowing like the mics in the back that Camilo has,
Oh.
That
and
guy.
it becomes like a battle where Camilo
That
turns
That guy
his up.
scares the shit out of me.
Why? Because he deals with puppets.
He's a weirdo.
You know, he's weird as fuck. I like him,
And
but
when
he's
you
weird as fuck.
When you have an autistic guy calling you a social weirdo,
Yeah, you've gone far into. Well, have you seen
Jumped
his?
the shark a little bit?
Have you seen his puppets he's dealing with?
yeah, it's like you freak out a guy who can't make eye contact with people. That's the level you're at.
And he's wearing those
Yeah, I've
those
seen
rings
it.
now. They look like brass knuckles.
I have
I'm
no
saying
idea
he
who
definitely
you
has a
guys are
woman.
talking
Yeah,
about.
definitely has a woman in his basement. Like
He might. You
But
don't know Sean?
I think he makes the puppets.
It's just a sock with two
No, I'm
eyeballs.
saying it's the
yeah, the
woman.
Oh.
puppets. The
Yeah,
puppets
I
are made out of the women's skin.
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Oh my god. No, but there's
I don't know if I've met this guy, but I kind of want to now.
Yeah, you should come to that mic, dude.
yeah, come on
Gumbo
Thursday. We're gonna
Yaya.
go. I think Ryan Nazer's hosting it.
I think I
Yeah, I think
work
that's the
Thursday.
only
Oh wait a
Place-
second. I can't go Thursday. I have a date Thursday.
it's the only place I see that guy.
Oh,
that
is it that
place.
one chick? I saw her again when I was out in Frederick. The one that was in the leopard print. What's her name? She told me her name.
No, funny story with that one.
What's her name?
Her name's Summer.
Summer. I was thinking
Yeah.
like I knew it was like a season or something.
I
but-
think she's a sociopath, dude.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because, okay, so what happened was we ended up matching on Tinder. We went to high school together, and she helped me through Spanish class, but she wasn't very attractive back in the day, so, nothing. But she got really attractive now, and she kept mentioning, like, one time in Spanish class, I was mentioning something about a summer, and someone goes, oh, you mean that summer right there? I go, no, I mean the cool summer, because I was a dick back in the day.
Yeah.
And she brought that up like 3 times.
She told me about that.
And told you about it. And then we had a wonderful time. I bought pizza. We were talking about future dates and stuff. Like, okay, cool. Don't be hassling on the past.
Yeah.
And then just ghosted the shit out of me. I feel like she was sitting there trying to get revenge for that comment.
Really?
Yeah, and now it had this great time planned out episode. And the fucked up thing is I actually want to see her again. But
Did I tell you all the shit that happened
Mm.
after the show? So I forget exactly what she was saying because I was a little drunk. But she was basically like trying to hit on like both of us at the same time,
mhm.
and I kept like deflecting it to just you. She said something about like there's like making out came up, and she was like, "Can I make out with both of you?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, I'm horrible at making out." But Ryan, he's really good at making out. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I think
And like. It was the weirdest thing. Like, she was hitting on, like, both of us.
right.
What the fuck?
I think what it's just with her
That would
is
bring
because
you guys closer together if you just tag teamed a woman together.
no, I don't
Especially
want to
when
do
you
that.
made fun of in high school.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, man. She was not attractive
You
at all
guys
in high
Eiffel
school.
Tower.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think she's one of those chicks that all of a sudden got hot, and now the last couple years,
wants
she's just
revenge,
like,
dude.
yeah, she's trying out here getting revenge, breaking hearts, and like just found a way to like. I guess I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but someone who was not so attractive now or back in the day, and now she's attractive, she's just kind of going crazy with it. I guess I don't know, like trying to get like free meals and stuff like that.
If I suddenly got attractive, I'd be banging chicks left and right.
Oh yeah, I'm not
You know what I
saying it's
mean?
wrong, but I'm saying I think that's what's going on.
I'll be honest, as someone who was unattractive in high school and still unattractive now, I kind of want to get attractive to get even with some of the chicks that turned me down. I went to high school with Mia Khalifa. I want to get.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
and here's a funny story. One day in the hallway, I was like getting teased by like
Mia Khalifa.
bunch of other kids. They were
Yeah.
like making fun of me for being they were like, you're a retard who can't get girls, and they're
Oh,
just like
God
shitting
damn.
all over me. And Mia Khalifa walks by. I guess she overheard that, and she comes over and she's like, "I'll have you know, I'd rather go out with Kurt than any of you." And then she grabbed my hand.
Hmm. Wow.
She didn't go
I've
out
se-
with me, but
I've
she
seen
was
this-
just trying to
hold on.
save me from
I think
being.
I've seen this video.
She's just trying to save. Yeah, that sounds like a Pornhub video. I would definitely jerk off to.
You should petition her. You should be like
We
yo,
should
do you
do
remember
this.
this thing that happened in real life?
It'd be a great
We
scene.
could make a porno.
Yeah, she was really nice. That's why when I jerk off to her porn now, I'm just like, she's a really sweet person too. And then
You do it with the same hand that she touched. Oh yeah, she.
I haven't washed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
here.
It still smells like Mia.
Yeah, that's my like story with the porn. Someone who's literally leaked cum. I'm like, I held her hand once.
Did people know she was like gonna do porn? Do you think? Or
Probably
She-
not.
She was hot as shit, but she was like really nerdy.
oh, okay.
Like she was one of those hot chicks who was like into Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are the
Like,
best.
Like-
Those are the
Oh.
ones I like.
Keep going. I'm almost there.
yeah, right. You're getting all chubbed up. Yeah, well, like the thing is, like, I know for sure she disappointed her parents. I
Oh,
met
oh,
her
yeah,
parents.
yeah.
I know for sure they're fucking disappointed.
I'm pretty sure like one of the few things I know about that woman is that her parents disowned her because she did the porn.
Like,
Because they come from a like strict religious family. Or
They're
not sh-
they're like hardcore religious,
Yeah.
like from Iran
well, the good news is she's a porn star. But
or something.
I mean, she's a porn star, but at least she's not an ableist. She saved me.
Yeah, dude. At least she's like a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she did say to
could
me
give-
after, she's like, I hope you didn't take that literally. I'm like, I'm like covered in acne. I'm like, yeah.
she just sat Kurt down. It's like,
I
listen,
I
don't
know
get any.
you were just being. My self-esteem was exactly where it needed to be. Well, I'm just like, yeah. Look, I get it. I have eyesight. I can see you. I can see what I look like. I know it's not gonna happen.
I could just imagine Mia Khalifa starts to talk to you and you're just like, I get it. Okay,
I understand.
You don't have to explain it. All right.
Oh shit.
No, but
Oh man, Kurt, I got a question.
no, hold on. Did you all
Go
hear
ahead.
Mia Khalifa? She's like a sportscaster now.
What do you-
or
what-
whatever.
Yeah,
where?
she's really into
And,
sports.
she's a
She was like a
hockey-
sports geek. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, supposedly a hockey puck. I read an article on this, so it might be true. Like flew and hit her in the tit
Uh-huh.
and like busted her implants or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know what happened now, but
She's just dead.
I suppose it was really bad. Like,
Really?
It's really bad, you know. Well, just think a party you just exploded.
Well, I mean, it's a
it's
implant.
not a good day when your tit explodes.
Yeah, that's a bad day.
Yeah, imagine your tit explodes right before you go to take a shit at McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right before you have to drop a douche, or just your left boob just fucking.
Mm. Have you seen those bad tit jobs where like the thing like flips the other way around, and now they just got
I don't
the
need
instead of it being the boob, it's
Oh.
like this cup.
One thing that takes me out of porn is when a girl has a misplaced tattoo on her body on a weird location.
Well, okay, so which ones have you seen that are bugging you so much?
Like, just like over here.
Got
where
one
it's
on your elbow like a jackass.
Yeah, like, or this gets me too when a woman when she has a lot of pimples on her asshole, like
On her asshole?
like right near it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, really? We couldn't skip filming for one.
Or a little bit of makeup. You know what I mean?
Hell, CGI. You just go in there.
Or I hate
In
the
post.
angle where the cameraman goes under the dude's balls, and you just see like
See, we
her
watch
like chin.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
we watch totally different porn. I don't even watch people fucking. To be honest, my only porn I watch is like a girl telling me how to jerk off.
oh, like those like things where it's just a girl like saying shit to you.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you go ahead and
That's hot too. Yeah, that
jerk
is
your
hot.
dick for me.
I'm
And
into
like,
that.
yeah, I will.
Because you don't feel you're just like, I don't have to see a gross guy with his gross dick.
I don't like watching some dude fuck a woman like that. I don't like watching that kind of porn. That seems cucky to
They're
me.
aggressive and they're mean.
Yeah.
They're mean. They're mean to these women.
And I'm sitting there like, I
Just
can't
imagine
fuck like
Kurt,
that.
Kurt on Pornhub comments. The guy was too mean. I couldn't get off.
I
that
mean,
poor
I
girl.
get that you have to throat fuck her, but treat her with respect.
Throw fuck her with some
You
decency.
didn't have to
Yeah.
call her a bitch.
You could at least, treat her like a human being.
At least give her a stuffed animal after or something like that, you know.
Yeah, the worst is when a guy like comes on her face and he has to say something funny, like a catchphrase.
What?
I swear to God, there's like guys who have like catchphrases where they come on women's faces.
Yeah,
and it's
like I bet you didn't see that coming.
it's like I don't want to laugh when I'm jerking. I feel
Yeah.
sad. I'm jerking off alone in my apartment. This is the only jack off time I get because my roommate's gone.
Oh,
Please
man.
don't throw out quips or jokes.
Are you like critiquing the joke too? Or are you like,
Yeah, 'cause I'm
your
a
your word economy
like-
there was horrible.
I'm just like, setup's too long,
Yeah.
bro. Needs to be tighter. That's your word choice for a punchline? That's your word
You could
choice?
have just flipped that so easy. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's covered in cum, but you just bombed, dude, with your joke. She's not laughing.
It's the worst time to bomb when you're doing porn.
Yeah, you think bombing at an open mic
Yeah.
is sad, like.
Wait till you watch a room full of people watch your porn and then not laugh at the one joke you tell.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a hack. It's like, you fucked her really well, but your joke skills suck.
What if they have to do a second take? They gotta do the whole fuck scene over again so he can deliver the line right.
Yeah, it's like, or they get
God
a,
damn it.
they're just like, we gotta have him take an improv class. Or something.
I was about to say, wouldn't it be hilarious if like you met some dude that started doing comedy? Why are you doing comedy? Oh, well, because in my porn, I need to get my joke writing skills better.
Yeah.
I've been told.
When my money's shot, I don't have comedic timing. Said,
Now what I want to do is go back through like
And
a
listen?
bunch of porn and like put like comedy sound effects in. You know what I mean?
Like laughs and stuff?
like when they change like positions or whatever, put like a I don't know, like a falling thing, or when the guy comes like
that.
bah, 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 you know what I mean? Something.
Or like crickets when
yeah.
there's joke bombs. Like a girl has bukkake all over her face, and you see the crickets. Yeah, well, looks like I covered you like a sundae.
That one's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that
don't
one is
say
uncomfortable.
Yeah, way too long.
By the way, that shitty joke I just told was better than most.
What is?
I feel like I should just do Punch Up.
I'm a ghostwriter for porn actors.
Yeah, I write the endings. What do you write? I write money shot dialogue.
I mean, I'm laughing way too hard.
Well, that's where Leno looks for all his talent is
Porn?
porn. Yeah, it's porn jokes.
I saw a porn roast battle.
Okay,
Did you
no,
really?
explain this.
Yes.
What do you mean?
It was like on Pornhub, dude, and it was like two like porn stars like at a like on stage completely naked with their tits and then like their badges out, of course, like insulting each other, and then they ate each other out, and that was a roast battle.
What is?
And I'm just like,
Were any of the roasts
I'm
good?
just like, I want to book
Do you
this.
type in comedy porn into your porn searches? Where are you
don't
finding
know.
all this
I don't.
stuff?
It was just on the front of Pornhub.
It was not on the front. No, the front of Pornhub is like recommended
What?
stuff.
Hold
that
on,
goes
is
to
it-
what-
Yeah.
I just thought of
I
like
must
one of
have
the...
watched a parody porn once, and then it just.
Yo, this is a tight 5 from a tight 10. Is
Yeah,
that like what
it was
one
like-
of the titles is?
You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch, and then they just ate each other out.
That's not a roast battle.
They were telling jokes before, though. Like, I just briefly summarized for you guys.
That was the
But-
gist.
Now-
was the gist.
If you're wondering if I jerked off to that,
Yes.
yes.
Oh man.
But it was only to the roast battle part. It wasn't to them eating each other.
Yeah,
out.
he
Just
turned it
like,
off right
oh,
then.
that one was
It'd
actually
just be
kinda good.
funny if, like, every roast battle was that way. Like,
Someone ate the
like
other person
two
out
guys,
afterwards.
like, you're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And they suck each other's
They
dicks.
start blowing each other.
They're like, how do we know who wins? Like, well, whoever
comes
in
first.
the first guy's mouth, he's the winner.
Oh man.
That's how it works in prison, at least.
Thing is, some
Yeah,
comics
Parker,
are so
you better
desperate,
be
they'd
careful.
be on
Uh-huh.
Facebook going, who books that? I'll suck a dick. I want stage time.
There are some people. Hey, I drive like 2 hours to shows sometimes. If it was in my backyard and all I had to do was suck a dick, I'm not gonna lie.
You'd suck that dick.
Sometimes I might
Suck
not
a
think
It's
dick.
about
like wiping your mouth. You're
Yeah.
like, I got like 8 minutes of stage time.
Oh god, this is horrible because you know that probably happens in like L.A. and New York.
It
you know what I
100%
mean? Like
happens.
it's some creepy. If the guy also looks exactly like that guy that runs the sex dungeon, and he's like, "Oh, you want time?
Yeah, come on in.
Well,
Let
I
me
want
tell
some
you.
time too."
If you work for me, I could get you in a room with Pete Davidson from SNL. First, you're gonna have to show me your pussy.
There we go. That's another porn thing. You know how like all the like audition porn, it's always to get into like rap music videos.
Is
We
it
could
really?
have audition porn. You guys don't read the backstory at all. Whatever.
Yeah,
No.
it's always for
No,
like
I don't read the
it's always
backstory.
like, girl, you can be in my hip hop
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
And
But you
she's
just gotta
like,
suck my dick.
she's
for
like,
me.
oh my god! It's like some pasty
Yeah,
white girl
yeah.
who's like, oh my god.
You ever watch the thing where the dude's just being rude to porn stars?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That
one.
shit is goddamn funny. He's just like,
It's funny, but it's so.
Like,
mean.
It's so
but you know
mean.
who's not degraded enough? Porn stars. You know the girl who has to stuff 9 cocks in her mouth to pay rent? Let's call her a bitch.
Oh no, it's way
No,
worse than that.
they
It's
disrespect their entire look.
Like this guy.
Your
sounds like
father didn't love you. That's why you do porn. It's like weird. And
Sometimes, but no, it's.
did your uncle touch you? Is that why you do this?
It's these really ugly girls,
Yeah.
like that try and do porn, and this dude just roasts the fucking.
Oh,
shit
they
out
just
of
like laugh at them. And
Yeah,
stuff.
no, and
Yeah.
like disrespect them hard. Like one will be like, "Wow, you're the ugliest porn star I've ever
Wow,
seen in
you
my
have
entire
a
life."
bowl haircut. You're hideous.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
but some of them are like pretty.
That's for like incels who absolutely just hate women. Like I don't even like that's for guys who hate sex and women.
You know someone's jerked off to that.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the guy being rude to porn stars.
I just think it's funny. Like
It's super funny.
it's
I laugh
so
my ass off every time
mean.
I see it. I like mean shit though.
It's like it's literally some of the meanest stuff ever because it's this vulnerable naked girl on a couch and
Mhm.
this dude just like, yeah, you thought you're gonna get paid a lot of money with those tits?
Nope.
You know what I mean?
It's like, look at how stupid your pussy are. You probably feel like a real moron now.
It's me too. That's like how it was in the 1950s, Kurt. You blockhead.
I'm
You
too
dummy.
nice to improvise me. I just feel bad. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I don't. I'm picturing the actual dialogue in my head,
Mm.
It's
and I
pretty-
can't even say it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh shit.
All right, guys.
You gotta get to work.
I think I gotta. We might have to call it.
All right. This has been fun. Everyone. Kurt Ryan, this was fucking really
This was
fun.
really
oh my
fun.
god.
This is one
I
of my
love this
favorite
guy.
ones.
He's hilarious.
He's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone, this has been Kurt Ryan. You can find him. Where can we find you? Because
Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
I have to start asking people their shit before we do these.
Yeah.
Anyway, very funny guy. We're gonna have him out at a few of the. We want you to come in and feature at a Rockwell show in the future, probably like November-ish, if you want
Oh,
to come
sure,
out.
for sure.
Cool.
Man.
So
Anytime.
we're gonna try to have him on a show in November in Rockwell and Frederick, Maryland. This has been Preferably Biased. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.